Hi guys. So today we would be looking into Vue.js framework, which is a JavaScript framework to build single page application. I have not already prepared the code, so in this tutorial we would be going through writing each line of code and understanding what is Vue.js. So Vue.js is only meant for single page application which is completely based on JavaScript framework, so it makes your application much more reactive and intuitive, meaning like if I am going to build an app, you will see in later courses that how your application is becoming more reactive. So enough talking, let's get started with Vue.js. It's very easy to install Vue.js, but in this tutorial I would be showing you how to install it and how to make a simple basic to do app. So let's get started. So let me create a folder in my desktop, which I will name it as to do app. You can name it anything. And this particular folder, I will open it in my Sublime text. Now I will also open Chrome browser in which I will go into the official site of Vue.js. And this is the official website for Vue.js, and inside the guide section we have here getting started. So once I click on getting started, this is the particular script that you have to include in installing the Vue.js in your application. So in this to do app I will create one HTML file. I will save it as index.html, and inside here I will have some HTML template, and I will give the title to do app using Vue.js. Okay, and inside the body tag I will paste the script. So this script, if you open it inside the browser, so you will see that it's an JavaScript file. So let it open. So it opens the latest version of Vue.js. But if you don't include that, so it will open the latest version. So if any latest version is incremented, it will automatically picked up by this particular URL. So after including it, now I will add a placeholder inside the web document where all your content will go. So I make it as div as ID of app. Now after including the Vue.js framework, now I will write script, my own script tag. So script type text JavaScript, and will close the script tag. And inside it I will initialize my Vue.js. Now how do I initialize it? Now if you see into the official documentation, you can read here to initialize the Vue.js we use the keyword new and view. So this is how you initialize the object. Now in order to understand, now we are just understanding the basic of Vue.js, but in order to deep dive into, I would highly recommend that you see this official documentation, and it would definitely help you out to build much more complex application. So let me just start with the basic part. So in order to initialize Vue.js, as we said before, we have to use new keyword and we have to provide view. So this view is actually coming from this particular JavaScript file which we have included, and inside it we have to define certain predefined properties which are already configured. So if I say which is the element, which is the HTML element in which all the content will go. So this is the top level HTML element of our web document. So in order to do that, we have to use L, which stands for element, and this is predefined, you cannot change it. And here you have to provide which particular container the HTML will be bounded to. So if this is app1, so you have to provide here app1. Since it is ID, so we have to provide hash. So I'm keeping it as app, so you can provide here app. After that, I want to insert some content inside the div. So to insert the content inside the div, what I have to do, again I have to define some predefined parameter which is data, and inside data we have an object, and here we provide title as welcome. And now if I have to render this title inside the container of app, what I have to do, I can put my HTML elements like this, and inside the tags, what I can do, I can use string interpolation, which is double curly braces like this, and I can put title. Now if I save this file and if I run it, so let me run it. Let me open my to do app and index.html. So if I have not done anything wrong, it will show it welcome, and it is indeed showing it. Now the best advantage is that if I change here something welcome to Vue.js, and if I save it and if I run this, now we are not changing the HTML element, we are changing the data property of title. So in this way, our application has become reactive. Now, in order to build the to-do apps, so how we are going to build the to-do app? So instead of this title, what I want to do, I want to have certain set of predefined data, and it should loop through that particular data, and it should show it in the UI. So how it will show it in the UI, and how we can define the array of data. So all your data should be inside the data keyword, which is predefined. So in order to use that, so let's suppose we have to-dos element, and inside to-dos we have an array element, and each array element is an object with title, and the title is my first tutorial. Sorry about the spelling, I cannot type today. And the second one could be going good, anything. So these are my predefined to dos. Now how I am going to get these to dos into the UI? So in order to get the to dos, first I have to iterate over each to dos element. In order to iterate over each to do elements, we have certain directives. So that directives is v for. Now how I am going to use it? So we have unordered list, and inside the list element we will use v. V stands for view, and for. So it iterates over each element, and inside the double quotes what I will write, to do in to dos. Now to dos is this, and for each item temporarily it will store it in to do. So if I close this list element, and now if I have to render it, so I am using string interpolation, and I will write to do dot title. Now if I save this file and if I run this, you will see that we have two list item, and here we go, we have to do list two list items. Now the best advantage is that if I am again going to add it, so if I say title, it works. So I don't have to change any HTML element, it will automatically be picked up. See here. So this is what I mean by the reactiveness of the application. So this was pretty much it for today's tutorial, and I will see you in the next tutorial working with high concepts of Vue.js. So if you have not understood, I again want to say that it's okay, you can repeat the tutorial, but if you practice it, you will definitely let you know like what Vue.js is capable of. Thank you everyone for watching this tutorial and have a nice day.